As we sit here today, our thoughts and prayers remain with the victims of the flooding. Continues to move this way. This week we've already been out sandbagging and visiting sites, and yesterday once again checking things out. I just say that there's just a tremendous level of loss out there, and everybody here's help and consideration is greatly appreciated. So before I want to thank RCGA real quickly for all you do to make St. Louis and this community and this region stronger. Not only with the business endeavors that you have, but many of you individually here are involved at the community level yourself, doing all sorts of great deeds around our state. Now, the RCGA has taken a leading role in developing a comprehensive approach to economic development in our state. The Grow Me State initiatives have provided lawmakers and business leaders with a vision to move forward on everything from capital formation to patent protection to commercialization. You are great advocates for this region, and your work has made St. Louis a better place to do business and a better place to live. Now, that being said, economic times right now are tough for a lot of Missourians. In Missouri and across the country, Missourians are feeling at the gas pump, at the grocery stores, and I suspect many of you are feeling the impact of the economic challenges we have now in your business endeavors. And now on top of that, we're facing a record flooding, as I indicated before. Needless to say, as leaders of our state, there's a lot of work for us to do. And I'm going to take just a few minutes laying out a few things that I think are important before I then open myself up for your cross-examination in this particular public setting. Now, to turn the economy around, we need a comprehensive economic development approach. One that generates new jobs, helps business expand, puts money back in folks' pockets, and prepares a new generation of Missourians to compete in the modern workforce. We must have a prepared workforce, and the way that we're going to do that is through education. Missouri's greatest asset are really our hardworking men and women and our children. I believe in investing in those people, investing in what I call human capital, so that our workforce is as strong as it can possibly be. We must make the dream of a college education debt-free a reality for all kids in the state, especially middle-class families who right now are feeling the huge squeeze. What we're seeing is a transfer now from an opportunity for education and an economic opportunity upon graduation to an impediment because of the rising tuition costs and the debt that comes on the side. Story after story and person after person across the state have told me about the tens of thousands of dollars of debt they have, but equally problematic is the limitation some folks feel about improving themselves with higher education because of the fear of going into deeper debt. That's why I've laid out a very specific plan called the Missouri Promise. It takes our A-plus school program in the state of Missouri and makes every kid across the state in all high schools eligible for that A-plus program, which provides 2 years of tuition-free school at community college. We take that program then and turn it into a 4-year program, which says that we'll have for families making $80,000 a year or less, we'll have a 4-year pathway to a debt-free college education. Now, the promise comes both ways. I mean, the state, we agree to tuition-free for those 4 years to keep it B average. If you do 50 hours of community service each semester, if you meet the rigors and records, those are all important promises. But what we get back for that promise, a trained workforce, an informed workforce, an educated workforce, is something that will pay off for years to come. So that's one thing. Invest in the workers. Invest in education. Make sure that we have the resources with the people and that they feel the strength to move themselves forward. So we also need to create a good business climate. And to me that means easing regulatory burdens on businesses. Obviously we need to work with business owners to cut through red tape whenever possible at the state government. It means using our tax credit programs effectively and efficiently so that we can create good jobs here in our state and in our region. It means making sure the state is paying as much attention to helping our small businesses as it does to our major corporations also. I've already announced, as I've traveled the state, that I would appoint a special liaison in my office after I was elected to work directly with small business owners, a direct connection to my desk from the people who are investing their dollars and taking their risks in small businesses across our state. Now, I spent some time in this campaign touring main streets across our state. Small towns, suburbs, neighborhoods. In many parts of this state, our main streets are hurting. We need to rebuild them. The same types of programs that have assisted us to begin the rehabilitation of this city and in Kansas City are also applicable to small towns across our state. The brownfield tax credits, the historic tax credits, all of the types of things that have been done in a larger scale and need to be completed here are also things that need to be done in the small towns across our state. Now, we also need to make sure that we're taking advantage of economic opportunities that exist. Two of those areas that we need to make sure we're focused on, and are areas where there are a great deal of difference of opinion, are in the area of stem cell research and healthcare. We need to be creative. We need to find new economic opportunities, no doubt about it. But first, we must take advantage of the huge economic opportunities that are sitting right here in front of us today. I support stem cell research because I believe it will lead to cures that save lives. Others disagree, and that debate will continue. But that's not the point of this discussion. We all need to agree that the advancement of stem cell research is a tremendous economic development opportunity for our state. Right here in St. Louis, in Columbia, in Kansas City, both in life science as well as plant science, St. Louis, Missouri are as positioned as any state, any region of the country to be competitive worldwide. Now, switching to the second of those two topics, healthcare. Many of you have heard me before and will continue to hear me. I did not agree with the decision to slash 400,000 people off the Medicaid, or slash benefits to 400,000 people. I don't think that leaving $1 billion of our tax dollars in Washington to be spent in other states for their health care while we have uninsurance rates rising in the state of Missouri was smart. I wasn't smart with the tax dollars, and it wasn't smart as far as caring. The bottom line is what we have seen is a massive shift. 400,000 people lose their benefits. We've got more than 127,000 kids without health care. We have $1 billion that we haven't gotten back from D.C. that's gone to be used in other states. Plus, because of that, with the uninsured numbers going up, premiums have also risen dramatically in our state. We're seeing people access health care at emergency rooms because they don't have insurance, and it's a problem that continues to grow. We've got to turn and make the difference it takes to draw down these dollars, begin to restore the cuts, cover kids, and move this state forward.